team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of it. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Hayes. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. Gets it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either.
Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
He'll pull it down in line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hudson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield. It's Harden. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right now.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle, working that left side. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Harden. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Haynes. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Renson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. With the catch, it's Hudson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They go to the ground. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It was a largely forgettable first year for Sharon Moore at Michigan until he beat Ohio State and Alabama, and that's the way you put an exclamation point on a season.
So it helped generate a little bit of momentum coming into this year, but after winning a national championship 2 seasons ago, fans want to get back to that, David. I think the biggest place they got to look is the quarterback spot.
And I think obviously it revolves around the quarterback spot. Last year they rotated guys. Defense was still very, very strong. They spent a lot of money in this offseason at that spot to get it solidified, and if they get that spot right, obviously this team takes off.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Jennings. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pressure coming. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him.
Turning it on. Knocked down to the tackle. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Looking left. That's caught. It's Marsh. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The hand to the running back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Off to the races to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Harden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Had to settle for the field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get it stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you. Breaks away on the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
With the catch, it's McCulley. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab on the left.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the single back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
There he goes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got his man quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
SMU 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Gonna look downfield again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more.
Turning it on! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Working that left side now. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Might be changing the route. Dropping back. It's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating. Offense has first down.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 35. Gannon University, 17.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on a recruiting trail in the future, and, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about his phone. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.